Hello and welcome back to the channel. This one is going to be a reintroductory video. I think it's well overdue. The very first video that I ever posted was well over a year ago, and it was very like, bah. So this one I hopefully will have like a tiny bit more structure, or at least give you a little bit more information, but also still be short and sweet. So I wrote notes just to kind of keep myself on track a little bit, but so basically, hi, anybody that's new. I do have some new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. I really, truly appreciate it and all of your support. But this video, I just kind of want to go over quickly my story and the purpose of why I'm trying to build this channel. So my name is Brittany. I am 36, 37 this year. So well into the millennials. That is me. I'm a millennial mama. And I am a mama to a beautiful little boy who is 3 years old, and his name is Silas Quinn. Love of my life, love the kid to death. And yeah, it has been a journey these past 3 years, and I'm looking forward to everything that's to come when it comes watching him grow up and becoming the little man that he is. But yeah, so kind of backtracking to the beginning. Found out I was pregnant in 2022, and I was a single mom from the very beginning. So I told his dad. His dad made the decision. I let him make the decision. I said, it's up to you. I'm not holding it against you, but whether you decide to be a part of our lives or not, I am having this baby. And I want to say I was probably like 4 months along when he finally made the decision that he just didn't want to be a part of our lives. And I said, okay, that's on you. But I quickly set a boundary that if in the future he decides that he wants to be a part of our lives, that it's a permanent decision. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the permanent decision to not be a part of our lives, that's not permanent, but because if in the future he does, then by all means I will welcome it. But at a certain point, it's not going to be my decision anymore. It will be Silas's decision. So yeah, because I think growing up for me, I won't go into like my childhood, but it's like I didn't get a choice in a matter. And so I think it's very important as Silas grows up, and especially as he gets older and he's able to make his more decisions like that on his own, that decision will fall with him. And I don't want anybody in his life to persuade him otherwise. It's going to solely lie with him. So, but yeah, that's kind of where that whole thing left off. So I was a single mom from the get-go, went through my pregnancy. Like, granted, I did have my friends and my family, like they were always there and supported me and stuff, so I loved that aspect of it. He is the first grandson on either side, and so he is a very spoiled kid. He is the light of everyone's life. I brag that he is the favorite of everybody's simply because he is the first grandson, first nephew. So he has all the love that he will ever need, for sure, and all the support. So and I do too. And I think that's one thing. I think if you are entering into being a single mom, or if you are starting off at the very beginning as a single mom, or if you're freshly becoming a single mom, whether it's divorce or maybe you lost your partner, just know, and I hope and I pray that you have the support that I do have. I will say I have a very, very great support system. We live up here in Washington, and this is where I was born in California, but I grew up here. So Washington is like my heart and soul. I love Washington. I love just the nature and everything of it. But like my mom and my stepdad and my siblings from my mom's side, they all live up here. And so we're very, very close. We're not like super tight knit, but we're a looser knit family. But like me and my mom are very close. Silas is very, very close with his nana and his pop, but it's and his aunties and his uncles on the side of the family. When it comes to like my dad's side of the family and stuff like that, like I don't see them often. My dad does live down south, and my brother lives down in California. I believe he might be up here, but again, my brother on my dad's side of the family, I don't see him very often, so I don't know like where he is in his life, so to speak. Sorry, can I talk? But if in the future, like, the relationships progress and Silas wants them, or they want a more routine relationship with him, then by all means I'm welcoming it. But I think in the very beginning I put a lot of effort into making sure that they had some kind of relationship, and then I just realized, like, it's not only my responsibility. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. When it comes to but so yeah, so that's kind of where it's at. He has the support, he has a lot of love. I went through my pregnancy alone. I ended up being a C-section mama. C-section was not the plan. Definitely wanted to have him natural, but ended up having to have an emergency C-section. And yeah, so postpartum was a whirlwind. I was very lucky. I will say the company that I worked for when I had Silas was, my maternity leave was amazing. I'm like, I know that's not everyone's experience, but I went on maternity leave the day before Thanksgiving of 2022, and then I didn't go back to work until mid-April of 2023. So a super long maternity leave. Like, I mean, it's not super long, but 4 months. Like, I was able to spend the first 4 months of my child's life with him. Like, that's huge to some people. And I know to me, I'm like, where I work now, maternity leave is not that long. So I can't imagine having to come back sooner. And so I feel for all mamas who have to return to work back within like 6 weeks of having their babies. Like, I don't know how we do it. I wish there was a system and we can build a better system for mamas, especially within our country. Like, maternity leave is a precious thing, and postpartum is just not dealt with properly in this, especially within this country. So that's a whole nother video. But postpartum was a whirlwind, especially with having a C-section, having a newborn. I had the support of my family up here. I stayed with them for like the first like month, I want to say maybe a little over a month. But yeah, it's one of those things that if I could do it over again, there's some changes that I would definitely make. But I'm hoping in the future, if I do choose to have other kids, that hopefully I'll be able to have them naturally. But the reason why I had to have a C-section is my body. I have a weak wall in my uterus, so I wasn't dilating past a 3. So he was ready to come, and my body was not allowing me to do that naturally. So I'm hoping maybe in the future I can figure out ways to strengthen that wall or whatever. I don't know if there's ways. That's something that I'll have to look at in the future. But I would like to not have to do a C-section again. It was rough. The recovery was very, very rough. But yeah, so had him, and it was just us. It was just me and him for a good while. And I did get into a relationship shortly after having him. It was not with his dad, but it was with somebody that I knew. We were friends for years prior. And I think I kind of really jumped into it really hard, really like head first jumped into that relationship. And it's not that like to say like I neglected Silas or anything. That wasn't the case, but I just clung on to him because I was just like, oh my gosh, I found somebody, and I found somebody that's going to step into a role that Silas doesn't have. And I just kind of like held on tight, and I think I held on a little too tight to the point where it's like I was not seeing any kind of, he had red flags, but not like super red, not bright red. They're more pink, I guess you could say. Any pink flags, anything like that. Like I was willing to see past all that stuff, or I was willing to make excuses for it when I shouldn't have. So, but we got together when Silas was about 4 months old. And then he was about a little over a year and a half, when we broke up. But the relationship it taught me a lot. I will say that it taught me a lot, and it taught me to, when it comes to dating and when it comes to bringing somebody into my son's life, like I have to be more cautious, do some more vetting. But like I don't think, I think I need to, I'm not out there searching for somebody to step into a role, so to speak. I think that's my biggest thing, and the biggest takeaway that I did is I'm not looking for somebody to step into a role that Silas may or may not have. If they grow into that role, then that's great, but I don't need to be dating somebody to fill a spot for my son. I need to date somebody that's going to be, one, compatible with me, and if they're compatible with me, then they're automatically going to be compatible with my son. So that's kind of my mindset when it comes to dating. I am starting to kind of get back into dating, but again, that's another video. But yeah, so the relationship was the relationship. We did end up breaking up. The breakup was hard, but I think it taught me a strength that I didn't know I had, because I instantly had to like pick up and just go back into like single mom mode in a way, because it did get to a point that we ended up living together, and then to just kind of have that end and kind of go back into being alone, so to speak, was a little rough. But I had to, like, you have to hold it together, like there's no falling apart kind of thing, because like you have a little one watching every move you make. So luckily Silas was at an age where he was young enough that I don't believe he remembers him, and he hasn't seen him since. So which is like, it hurts, but it was necessary too at the same time. So yeah, when it came to that, also within that time frame, I did make a career change, which was very difficult on my end, because the career that I had, I absolutely loved. I worked for Alaska Airlines, and I loved the company. I loved the fact that I could say that I worked for Alaska Airlines, because it was a dream of mine to work with them. But unfortunately, they just didn't pay enough. Like, I would have needed to put in several more years in order to get to a place where I could live very comfortably. But then also at the same time, it's like I was making just enough that I didn't qualify for any like state assistance. So yeah, that kind of hurt. I felt like it was more of like a disappointment in myself. Like I couldn't figure out how to just get by. But it's at the same time, it's like I want to provide and I want to give everything that to my son that he would ever possibly, one, need, but also want. And so it was a decision that needed to be made, and a sacrifice, so to speak, in a way. And as moms, like, we do make sacrifices for our little ones, and they're tough and they're like hard sometimes. Like that was very hard for me, and there's days that I still like just like wish that I can be back there. And it's not to say that I don't enjoy the career that I'm in now or anything like that, or I'm not blessed to have the job that I have now. I'm very blessed. But when you put so much time into a company and you just built really great relationships, and I'm so thankful that those relationships that I built, I still have those relationships outside of working there. But it's just like, you're not seeing them every single day. You're not getting together right after work or anything like that. Like, now it's more having to plan stuff with them. So that aspect is a little bit hard. But yeah, so I made that career change. I've been with where I'm at now for a little over 2 years, and I've grown there. So, I mean, there is that aspect of it. Like, with getting promotions and stuff like that, I am truly thankful and blessed in that aspect. But it's trying to find that rhythm and trying to build those friendships. That's the hard part, I think. So, I think mostly it's hard because when I was at Alaska, like, all of my friends there, they grew with me, and they saw me be pregnant, that entire time. So it's like they are his aunties and stuff like that. Like, they were with me that entire journey, where these people that I work with now, they were not a part of that journey. And so it's a little different. Like, the investment's a little different, I guess, in a way, when it comes to like those relationships. So but no, I think giving it time and like just trying to like not hold back, I think I will grow and be happy again. And who's to say, maybe in the future I'll be able to go back to Alaska, who knows. But I'm okay with where I'm at now. So but yeah, so this is just where I'm at now in my life. And just still single. I'm slowly kind of getting ready to get back into the dating scene. It's been about a year and a half since the breakup, and I'm cautious when it comes to getting back into the dating scene, but at the same time I'm ready, because it's like I'm a lover girl. At heart I might have like a spicy exterior, but in the inside I'm a gooey little lover girl. Like I love. I believe I'm a hopeless romantic at heart, but it may take a little bit for someone to break through the exterior to get to that hopeless romantic part. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not really wanting to get into like this whole online dating aspect, but what's a single mom to do? I don't know. Like, can I meet a man at Costco? I don't know. Can I meet them at Trader Joe's? I don't know. But I would love to be able to meet them out in the wild, but I don't get out in the wild much. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll definitely keep you updated once I get into that realm of life again. But as of right now, I am perfectly happy in my single era. But slowly but surely, hopefully maybe one day soon, I won't be so single no more, but we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of my story. We've made it 3 years as a solo mom, and to many more, obviously, or maybe one day in the future, like I said, hopefully somebody special will kind of join our little family. But I'm definitely excited to build this community and build this channel. I'm not entirely sure like how I'm going to structure this channel. I know my goal for this year, and I know this is a crazy sounding goal, like not like is like ambitious. It's more like my goal is to post at least one video a month, and then there'll be shorts in between. There'll definitely be shorts, but a longer video once a month. As the year goes on, I hope I can pick that up, but I'm new to this. I'm new to this content thing. I'm new to creating long form, so to speak. But yeah, so this channel is very new. My Instagram that goes with this channel is very new. So I'm trying to build those, but at the same time, I am a full-time working mom. So there's only so much time I have in a day, a week, so to speak. So, but yeah, so we will see. And I just hope that I can share my like live diary, my live journal, kind of, so to speak, as to what it's like being a solo parent and what it's going to be like, especially if I do get back into the dating scene here soon, what that looks like as a single mom, and what my health and wellness journey looks like as a solo parent, so to speak. If you have anything that you want to see specifically from me, definitely comment down below, and I will be sure to kind of look into how I can share that with you guys. But how I navigate, because right now Silas is a toddler. How am I going to navigate working and him going into school, working and him wanting to be in sports and stuff like that? Like how is this crazy journey happening, and how can you yourself, if you are in this journey, or if you're going to be coming into this journey soon, like how can you make it work? So that's really the whole point of my channel. But then it's also like, it's going to be fun with years to come to look back and see like where I came from. Like I already look back now, and I look back at postpartum and his newborn phase, and I'm just like, the change that has happened from 0 to 3 years like is wild. It's wild. And each year it's something different, something new, and I can share my tips and tricks on how I navigated the newborn phase, what worked for me, what could possibly work for you. But I never want it to come across as this is what worked for me, so this is what you have to do. I never want it to come across that way. So I just want us to learn and grow from one another, and to just have someone to share this journey with, because let me tell you, it's a crazy journey. So until next time, I am so thankful for all of you. Thank you all that have subscribed. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Help me grow in this aspect. Share this video out so that we can grow this community of mamas, I mean, dads, if you're there, if you're a single dad, if you're a single father, like definitely you are more than welcome to share in this journey as well. But comment down below anything that you would like to see, anything that you would like to share, and I will see you guys in the next one.